Hi guys, Coyno here again, bringing you yet another Battlefield Bad Company 2 video. What I've got for you today is part 3 of a series of videos that I've put up. It's attacking on Valparaiso. It's my little kind of Star Wars themed set of videos where we're trying to get revenge on some crate bashing C4 newbie type players. That video is also up on my channel along with parts 1 and 2. So there's a kind of prequel video of us defending on Valparaiso, and then you've got parts 1 through 3 of us attacking. So go and check those other videos out. Okay, so what we've got here, this is the 4th base on Valparaiso, which in my opinion it's the toughest to take out of any base on Battlefield Bad Company 2. The reasons being that the enemies, so the defenders, have got complete height advantage over you. They've got the 2 hills that look down on your base, so they've got that vertical advantage. If you're shooting at them and you get hit markers, they can pop back into cover very, very easily, whereas we've got to try and make some sort of crazy mad rush up the hill to try and get past them. The tactics which I normally like to employ on this particular base is getting an early rush on the enemy and sometimes trying to beat that timer that you get if you move up too early on a base. Unfortunately, you saw we made an attempt at doing that, we failed in it. If you can use that tactic, try and get in behind one of the MCOM stations, get your team to arm one and protect it, and then work your way around to the other one. I mean, I have a video up on my channel of Valparaiso attacking, and on there I demonstrate how you can get up and how you can get behind and how quickly you can actually take this particular base. But unfortunately in this video, the enemy team have got themselves really, really well set, and it is going to be a real frustrating, hard slog fight to get in there and to get those MCOM stations destroyed. So guys, this was going to be a very, very tough battle for us to try and take this base. As you saw in the video, I've called it Return of the Woody 182. This is just a bit of fun with one of my mates. He hadn't played much Battlefield Bad Company 2 recently. He was hammering Halo 3 hard. I think he's really, really looking forward to Halo Reach, so he wanted to get into the whole alien shooty, jumpy, grenadey, BR style gameplay. So he'd been playing a lot of Halo 3, so it was nice to see him back on playing Battlefield with us. So it was just a little bit of fun with him on the sort of like the naming and the title of this video. Very, very glad he did join us though, because we were running with a 3-man squad for a large part of this particular match, so having Woody in was a big, big help for us in trying to take this base. And as I said, it is a complete mother bitch of a base to take, so we needed all the help that we could get to try and get it. Okay, so what you're seeing here, we made a little bit of progress up on this right hand side using a bit of smoke. We've managed to kill some enemies, so we're trying to smoke up on this side on B, trying to get in, and a few of the enemy team are being quite cheeky here and using quite a good tactic. You see there, that guy, he just came out, he kind of let us think that we got past, came out, killed that guy. So I'm trying to lay down a little bit more smoke so our team's got confidence to move up, try and see if we can get B. Let's see if we can get B then. So drop this guy, it's looking good, make a little bit of a run, nope, taken down unfortunately. But what we've tried to do is, and it's a tactic that I suggest you guys use, is if you're coming up against a really, really strong team and you're looking to rush the objectives, and that's the way me and the guys that I play with like to play. We play quite a hard, rushy style of play. Occasionally we'll switch to like a really cautious flanking tactic, but today it was hard and it was rushy. We had the try hard, oh god, that sounded really wrong. It was hard and it was rushy. It's probably normally things that my girlfriend would say about me, but there you go. I don't really want to discuss those types of things with you guys. Yep, so we try this quick rushing tactic, but when you come up against a good team, it might not necessarily work, because if they've got a really good defensive position set around an MCOM station, they'll just pick all of you off and you'll all be down. So sometimes what it's quite good to do is just leave one guy hanging back slightly. So he's not all the way obviously back at your base, but he's in quite an advanced position up in the battlefield, and if all 3 of you get dropped down, you can then spawn in on your squad mate and you're still fairly close to the action. But as you can see, none of these tactics are really working out too well for us at the moment. The other team have got some really good, well dug in defensive positions. Over on this A side, excuse me, they were covering up from the little ledge that you get up there. It's a really good defensive position. When we were managing to push them off these hills, they were falling back really well. As you can see there, we've got a charge set alpha, so guy in our tank's trying to push up. We're going to try and push up. I don't think we get it on this time. I think it was a case, as seen in like a previous video, where one guy had just rushed in on his own, managed to get the arm, but unfortunately without the support and without having the rest of your team up there on the MCOM, it's very, very difficult to protect it, and especially when you come up against a really, really good team like this. So I run up, managed to get an arm, and I'm trying to support in here. Some really terrible shooting there. I should have taken these guys out, but there you see the other team, really, really well organised. We've got the arm, but a couple of them already rushing straight in on it, and they managed to get the disarm, unfortunately. But Woody, and thankfully, return of the Woody 182. Woody is still in a good advanced position, so we're still right up by A. So the tactic we're going to try and do now is just smoke the hell out of this. Just put smoke absolutely everywhere. Try and get a rush. And as you can see now, we've got loads of our teammates up with us. So there you go. Mike runs in, I think it was Mike. He gets the charge set, and he's actually called out to us because our tickets are running really low now, and this is a really, really tough base. He's actually called out that he's now going to run round to the other objective and try and get that armed. We're looking pretty safe here now, and I think you'll see it popping up in a second that he's got the other objective armed, and this is looking safe. This is looking like we're going to get this now. We've got a good load of our teammates up around protecting this. So go on, Mike. There you go, alpha destroyed, thankfully, finally, thankfully. There you go, he's got the charge set at the other one, so now it's like, holy shit. We're really, really running low on tickets. This is going to be a really, really tight game. Let's see if we can get it. He's got it armed, so now it's a case of, wow, the nuclear hand grenade of death gets me. But I call out where the guy was. Mike manages to drop the guy who was disarming. And let's see if we can get a spawn in now, Mike. So we need to try and tickets or a premium, but we really need to try and get involved in here. I think Woody just managed to get a spawn in. Get a spawn in on Woody. Thank God for that. Absolutely thank God for that. That was a very, very frustrating fight that we had. As you could probably see from that set, I was probably heavily, heavily negative in KD. And I was kind of getting that feeling when sometimes you play and things don't go your way, you start to get more and more frustrated. I don't know what it's like for you guys, but when I find that I get more and more frustrated when I'm playing, the standard of my play just drops like an absolute stone. So I normally am quite a, well, some of my friends will probably disagree with this statement, but I can be quite a calm and laid back person. So, and that's the way I try and approach playing on the computer. And with that kind of like cool and calm, laid back play, it kind of reflects, and I take a calmed approach to gameplay. But as I was fairly frustrated from the third base, as you may have seen in a previous video, so I already had a slight frustration thing going on, and it was just increased on that base. But now there was kind of a bit of a sense of relief. We've got some good tactics to attack the next base. Base 4 is very, very difficult. We're really, really pleased we got this. So we're like, okay guys, this is it. This is it. The game is ours now if we want it. We're not going to let this one slip. We're not going to lose this one. Right, so the tactic you can see that we're using now is we're going to take this Black Hawk in. Sharky 17 piloting. He's going to drop a couple of us in. Woody and himself are going to provide some support up from that Black Hawk. So we'll have him flying it. We'll have Woody on the gun. Myself and Mike have dropped in, and we're going to run in and try and get some MCOMs armed. So we're trying to use a bit of a rush approach. Unfortunately there, we both get dropped, we both get killed. So we're trying to use this quick rush approach, which is what I'm a massive, massive fan of. A nice, aggressive, quick rush approach on each base to try and catch the enemy, unawares. Thankfully though, we both died, but thankfully the guys are still up in the Black Hawk. So I've dropped into my second favourite point on this map, and this is right at the back of their base, and you can spawn control the team from here quite easily. Everyone on the enemy's team will spawn in front of you. No one will be spawning in behind you. It can be seen as a little bit of a dirty tactic that you're pretty much spawn killing the opposition, as this guy probably finds out here, and he probably had a few choice words to say when he saw where I was on his kill cam. But trying to move up now. We've just got the charge set at A. So what I'm going to try and do, I think I get a Mike spawning in on me now. This is another good spot. If you can control this building here, you've got a good view, and if you get the charges set like we've just got a charge set there, you've got a good view on both of the objectives, so you can catch any of the enemy team. As you see there, Alpha destroyed. Any of the enemy team, you can catch them charging into the objective. And what you'll find is if you manage to kill some people up here, a big part of what people will do on computer games that I've found out is if you kill them and you're somewhere where they're like, oh, you fucking whatever, they will come back and try and kill you. So what will happen is they will get distracted from what they should actually be doing, which is worrying about the objectives. Okay, so this video is wrapping up now. We've just got our charge set at Bravo. We're going to hopefully move up and get that. As you see coming up here, this is another awesome knife fail on my part there. I've got a couple of goes at that guy, but pretty unsuccessfully. So yeah, the video is wrapping up now. Probably going to put a bit of a spoiler in now, guys. We do manage to get this, and it's quite a late spoiler, as you can see that the objective's flashing, it's going away there. But we do get this, so this was a nice win for us, because these guys were using those horrible tactics against us when they attacked. We came in and we used the proper man tactics, as it was. We ran in, we got the arms. Okay, so guys, that is the little mini Star Wars series complete. I hope you enjoyed it. Please pop a comment in if you did. Please, if you did enjoy it as well, give it the old thumbs up, and if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. Anyways, I'll be catching you guys very, very soon. See you later. Bye bye.